I always think that there's going to be a role for humans in an AI-based society. Um, I'm a lawyer. There's things I learned in law school where there's no way AI would know that. I was lucky to be taught by folks. So I went to Harvard for law school, and my first year contracts professor taught Obama, and the lessons that you learned in that classroom, and AI will never know, right? And when you get into decision making formats where you have to think back to the human components of making decisions, and AI will never know, right? And for me, I have so much respect for lawyers because of what they do on a day-to-day basis. There's also things they do on a day-to-day basis that they don't want to be doing, and they are doing, right? And I laugh a lot when I hang out with my friends at the bar after work, and I say, well, do you want to be doing that? They say, geez, no, get me out of here, right? And so for me, the role of augmentation versus automation is automation is better for simple, repetitive tasks that don't require decision making. An example might be you go to a vending machine, you put in the dollar bill, and a Coke comes out. That's full automation. You don't need to go in there and check, hey, did you choose the right bottle of Coke or did you choose a Sprite? There is like a rule-based logic. The Coke is in the same canister every time, right? And that's good for automation. When you're doing something like driving, or you're reviewing a contract that has $100 million attached to that, it's worth having a human check the outputs sometimes when the system is doing complicated decision making. Like for example, when I'm driving, right? Elon Musk is a visionary. I look up to his vigor and his work. But he never says go to sleep when you're driving a Tesla because somebody might die. And I think that that's an area where augmentation is better than automation. In consulting, where I had some background, there's a rule called the 80-20 rule. How do you get rid of, how do you focus on 80% of value and then don't forget it, just kind of let the 20% go to the wayside, right? But don't solve for 100%. If you solve for 100% every time, you're not going to get out of the garage. And so for me, I think when you're designing systems, automated intelligent systems, the design principle that we use is how do we get rid of the 80% so that you can focus on the 20% actually, which is where human decision making is very relevant. And I think that's the difference between automation and augmentation. And in my perspective, I think augmentation is just as effective as automation for real life applications of AI.